What's going on, everybody? Eric Barassa here, and today I want to show you how to play Do Unto Others by Stryper from their 2020 album, Even the Devil Believes. What I love about this song is there's some great riffs, and there's a really incredible guitar solo. This whole album is full of great guitar solos, but I transcribed this one first, so let's dive right in. Okay, so first of all, I want to apologize that I wanted to have like a backing track so I could like play along to it, and I just didn't get time to get it done. But hopefully this will suffice, and you'll at least get all the parts that you need. And you can listen to the song anywhere, so you don't need me to play along with the song. You just need me to show you the parts, right? Okay, so the intro. Okay, here's what's going on. First of all, we're tuned down a half step. So I'm hammering on from open to 2 on string 6. And then we're grabbing the 5th fret on the 5th string. And we want to palm mute the string 6. Oh, and no, don't hammer on there. We're just going pluck open to 2. So 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 4. And then we do the 4 twice at the end. Now, make sure you're palm muting string 6. That's the challenge. Don't palm mute on string 5, but you do have to palm mute on string 6. So you might spend a little time just going, sorry. Don't worry about the rhythm, just get used to palm muting and then not palm muting. So for correct palm muting, make sure your palm is right where the bridge meets the strings. Don't be up here. Doesn't work. And if you're back too far, you don't hear it at all. Make sure you're right. That's that sound that we want. Now the second time through the riff, it's just that slight variation. And then at the end, we do this little power chord thing. You can do power chords for those last two. Wanted to, but I think it sounds good just doing them as single notes. The verse is pretty straightforward. So you're going to do this second fret power chord, but lift off the index finger, strum the chord, and hammer on with your fretting hand, and then do all palm mutes after that. Right? And then we're going to have this G5 power chord and open E5 power chord. So this really kind of puts us in like an F sharp Phrygian, which puts us in the key of D major. Really is kind of what's going on for our chords, at least in the verse. Hey, so if you guys will do me a big favor, and before you hit that like button, take it out to dinner, hold its hand, be extra loving to it, maybe bring it some flowers, and then gently, with permission, touch that like button. And then, of course, wring your hands around the subscribe button. The pre-chorus. Pre-chorus is pretty simple. It's basically just a D5 power chord you can stay on other than going to the riff. Just 4 bars of that, but there's a second guitar that's adding in these octave harmonies. try to add a little vibrato to that last octave there at the 11th and 13th frets. Next, we have this really bad A riff that is happening. I was originally playing it here. But watching the video, it looks like, that's one of the reasons why I transcribed this one, there's a video of it. It looks like they're up here playing it. And by the way, it really seems that Oz Fox has been kind of pushed to the side. Michael Sweet's playing the solo. All the close-ups of most of the riffs are on Michael Sweet. So I always thought Oz Fox was like the lead guitar player, or they at least did dueling solos. But in the videos, when I see solos being played, it seems like it's only Michael Sweet happening there. I can't remember when I saw them live. I know Oz Fox did this whole like live solo interlude, but it did seem like Michael had more of the solos, which surprised me. But which is great because they're both killer guitar players. So anyway, what we're playing, starting on this F sharp on the 9th fret of the 5th string. If you can't tell, you got to get really comfortable going back and forth from being able to palm mute to not palm mute. So we're palm muting everything on the 5th string, not on the 4th string. You can just borrow your index on 9 since we have that palm mute anyway across those two strings. Make sure you get nice vibrato on that 12 here. We're going to use our pinky. So be sure you've got that down. Don't do this nonsense where you just shake your hand and hope it works. Make sure you're really getting that up and down vibrato happening. And then we have this little power chord we're sliding up and back. Second time through is the same. Then we go to a B5 instead, and then a C sharp 5. Right, so that's your whole pre-chorus right there. Then we get into the chorus, which is pretty straightforward. The first time it's just F sharp 5, D5, A5, C sharp 5, and this is in relation to the tuning, not to real life. So it's technically actually in F5 and a D flat 5, but as guitar players, even when we tune down a half step, we still talk like we're in the standard tuning, right? So that's it's just straight power chords. Oh, sorry. Second time. A little different. Right? Okay, D5. You're going to do downstroke where you're muting the strings when you hit down. Make sure you get that D5 on an upstroke. Same thing with the E5. Okay, so it's not, I'm going to mute that first one. And I do that with my right hand, so my fretting hand is holding down the chord, and my strumming hand is, yeah, there we go. And then it does the intro, the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus all again, and then it does a breakdown, which is just the pre-chorus. The only difference is at the end, we get this F sharp diminished 7th chord, which starting on the 5th string, you can go 8, 9, 7, 9. But you could also, it sounds like it's going from like 8 to 11 on the 5th string. You could just do that. You could do tritones. Something along those lines, just something that you make sure you're getting that F sharp diminished 7. I'm not sure exactly what they're playing there. I was a little, but you can do that leading into the to the solo. The cool thing about diminished 7 is it's the same shape every 3 frets, right? So this shape that I play going at 8, 9, 7, and 9, I can shift up 3 frets. And it's the same stinking chord, okay? So now the solo, here we go. This is the part that's a little bit harder. Okay, so now in the solo, which is a little bit tricky, this is where we're gonna have to really spend some time. I love this solo. There's a few different ways to do this. Listening to it multiple times, many, many times, it sounded to me like this is where his fingers were going, Mr. Michael Sweet. But I could be wrong in that there are a few different ways that you could do this. So here's how I like doing it. That's what's going on at the first part. If you watch the video, it looks like he has this spread here, and then at the end of it, he's second finger and third finger. So he kind of cuts on and off of Michael Sweet as he's playing the solo, but that does kind of give you a little bit of insight as to what he might be doing. You could also play that part like this. So yes, indeed, we're in A major, which is F sharp natural minor. That's what we're doing, not Phrygian. So it's only the verse of this song that's in Phrygian. Right, you play like that. But I like it like this. So if you know the notes on your fretboard, you've got a few options there. Okay, the next part goes like this. What's happening is you're going to bar your first finger across both the 5th fret on the first 2 strings. And this, A is your root here on the 5th fret of the 1st string. Do, re, mi, fa. Do, re, mi, fa. And then our so. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the scale, and then here's our 5th of the scale. We're going to palm mute string 2, not palm mute string 1, and you're doing a pull off with all the notes on the 1st string. That stretch is a little tough, so make sure your thumb is down low enough on the back to be able to get that. Next, we get this cool little diminished type arpeggio. Okay, so you can just go down, pull off, up, down, pull off, up, and then down, up, up. That's how I'm doing it. Really wide vibrato on all these notes, especially if you slow this song down to like 50%, you really hear it. I mean, it's a wide vibrato.